Hey there. Let me guess. If you're here, it's probably because you know that you are meant for so much more in this life. Am I right? But maybe there is something that is keeping you from doing the work that you're meant to be doing. Maybe there's something you know is keeping you stuck and getting in your own way. But we all know that we have immense potential. And perhaps you're here to discover how it is that you can unlock that potential to live the life that would truly bring you that joy, abundance, and freedom that you've always wanted. If that's you, you are in the right place, and that is what I'm here to help you do. My name is Valerie Huang Beck, and I am your vitality and vision mentor and the founder of the Vibrant Visionary Collective. I am an Ayurvedic practitioner, hip hop dancer, educator, and visionary coach. And I am here to help you find your path to an aligned, vibrant way of being. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. Because for years, I felt like no matter how hard I worked, no matter how hard I tried, I was always falling very short of what I knew I was capable of. I felt so alone in trying to make my big goals and visions happen. And I thought that maybe deep down, I wasn't worthy of it, or there was something that I was missing or something that was wrong with me, that everybody else could be successful and I was stuck here still struggling at the bottom. And it took me a long time to figure out where it was in my own life that I was making choices that my habits weren't aligning with the greatness that I knew that I wanted to have in my life. And in fact, for years, I chased alignment and I chased success by doing what I thought was the right thing, getting the degrees, the certifications, and all of the self help and leadership programs that I could get my hands on. And at the end of the day, I was so burnt out, I was broke, and I was lonely. And I thought, what in the world did I get myself into? Because it felt like every step forward brought me 10 steps back. And then one day, as I was deep in a meditation, something came to me where it told me everything that I'm doing, I don't have to do it. There's nothing broken about me. There's nothing to fix. I am whole, perfect, and complete. And if I could realize that as an internalized truth and experience, there is nothing that I can't accomplish in this lifetime. Now, from that point, everything changed, but it wasn't magical. It was because I started to really align my choices to that truth, and it took work. But that work is what I'm here to guide you to do through the Vibrant Visionary Blueprint. Now, the Vibrant Visionary Blueprint stems from years of work on myself, studies that I did on holistic healing and medicine through Ayurveda, as well as my background in psychology, education, and hip hop dance. And so it's a real mix of how to really integrate mind, body, and spirit so that we show up in the world the most powerful version of ourselves. Vibrant Visionary Collective isn't necessarily for beginners, people who are still stuck in victim mindset or burnout. It's for people who know that they have the potential to go beyond and really become the greatest version of themselves. The high achievers, creatives, and change makers who've done the work and yet still feel stuck. And is somebody who craves success with soul, not just making all of the money in the world, not just being the most famous, but who actually helps people connect with themselves in a way that is genuine and that is powerful. The Vibrant Visionary Blueprint is for someone who wants to really reach their dharma, their full unique potential, what it is they're meant to do in this lifetime, and who is done with the self-sacrifice that our society demands to put our dreams last. and to put everybody else first. This isn't about becoming a martyr, but becoming someone who actually thrives alongside everyone else that they're here to help. So, if that is you, continue to listen as I explain the method and how it works. So, the Vibrant Visionary Blueprint works alongside three major pillars: mind body mastery, authentic alignment, and visionary potential. So, we work from a foundation of self empowerment and health and work our way up to becoming a leader for others, a beacon of light for the world. Because I come from an Ayurvedic background, I know that health is everything. Without your health, you don't have the energy, you don't have the focus and the means to do good work from a foundation of wholeness. Health in Ayurveda is defined as being established in the self. And if we can't operate from that foundation, everything else that we build is built on shaky ground. And so the first pillar of mind body mastery is self empowerment. It is noticing the patterns within our body and really familiarizing ourselves with what it takes for the body to heal itself, because we are just a microcosm of the macrocosm when it comes to universal forces. And so everything in nature pertains to our bodies as well. Our second tenet is self-love, vitality, and resilience. Because without resilience, when things get hard, as they inevitably do, we have a way for ourselves to bounce back, to enjoy the work that we do. And we have a way to contain the excitement that we have for the world. We have a way for us to contain the fire that we have that drives us forward. And that is built on a foundation of self-love, vitality, and resilience. And then we have our self-awareness, how our habits help drive us forward or hold us back. When we gain awareness of our habits, we can change them. We can take out the habits that no longer reflect who we are and where we want to go. And we start to build habits that help us build more of the behaviors that we need to be peak performers, to show up at a higher level. By changing our habits, by changing our behaviors, we naturally start to also change who we believe we are, what we believe we're capable of, and that expands our capacity. So then the second pillar of the Vibrant Visionary Blueprint is authentic alignment. Once we have a level of mastery of our habits, we can start to uncover who it is that we truly are and our greatest superpowers that have perhaps been covered up by years and years of conditioning, negative self-talk, and limiting beliefs. This is where we get into some of the nitty-gritty shadow work, where we start to see who it is that we're committed to being rather than who it is that we believe we were in the past. And we dissolve all conditioning so that we can increase our personal power and we can own our story. No matter how dark our past or how harrowed, we start to build power upon owning who it is that we are. When we are unshakable in our confidence, that gives us access to radically shift also what it is that we are capable of and according to what our soul deeply desires. So if there's something that you've been afraid of owning, a desire you've been afraid of owning, something big that you want to do that's very deep down, we uncover it in authentic alignment. And we build the self-discipline that is required for us to build a muscle, perhaps that we've never worked in our life, that gets us closest to our highest calling. And then finally, with authentic alignment, then we unleash our creativity that's built on our authenticity. When it is that we can truly own our deepest desires and who we truly are, that gives us the confidence to create in the moment, to come up with new ideas on how to achieve our greatest goals. And from there, we get to shine brightly as ourselves. When we achieve that level of creativity and self expression, then that's when we unleash our final pillar, visionary potential. And from there, it's no longer about aligning ourselves, but then also how to bring those possibilities to others in the world. How it is that we're going to uplift others in our community and in our tribes. And so, in the final pillar of the Vibrant Visionary Blueprint, we work on integrating our flow state. Flow state has a lot to do with this idea of ikigai or dharma, what it is that we're here to do, our unique potential. How is it that we are meant to contribute to others in our unique way? And by really honing in on that, we start to build a vision for something much beyond ourselves. And that only can happen if we are tapped into our own abundance and our own joy. Without that joy, without that abundance, we can't accumulate the resources or the energy that it takes for us to go beyond just keeping our needs met. Then, when we do, that's when we start to build community. That's when we start to attract people to us that are on the same vibration, so that we're not just transactional in our relationships, but we're also genuinely present with each other. And that's our tribe that vibes. Finally, in the last pillar of visionary potential, we build your visionary leadership. We build your capability to have an impact and to leave your legacy on the world, to lead from embodied wisdom that you've accumulated through the hard work of mastering your mind and body, of aligning yourself authentically. And with that, you really get to shape your legacy with courage and clarity. Now, if the Vibrant Visionary Blueprint is something that resonates with you, then I want to invite you to join our circle. You can start with one-on-one coaching and get a sense of where it is that you want to go, where I help you find the clarity on what it is that you might want to do. Now, you don't have to know exactly what your big picture vision is. Perhaps you are in a state of healing. Perhaps you still have things that you need to figure about yourself. And that is totally acceptable, because until we get the clarity by aligning our health, until we get the clarity by building resilience, it's actually really hard for us to know what it is our superpower is and the greater contribution that we want to make. So, whether you are in the starting point of healing yourself and your relationship with yourself, or you're ready to really take off and build these big projects, I invite you first to do what I call an alignment activation session with me. Now, the alignment activation is a short-term one-on-one coaching package that is intensive in me getting to know all aspects of you, piecing together the parts of your life and seeing where it is that you can start to do the work. If you are ready to go on this journey, this is a great way for you to voice your story and to really get clear on what it is that you are aiming to do in this life. And by understanding some of the holistic aspects of you that we know in Ayurvedic medicine, by looking at your past, your superpowers that have driven you forward up until this point, then we can start to see your unique trajectory. So in the alignment activation, we get to pinpoint where your energy and lifestyle are out of sync, maybe with where it is that you want to go. And we get to uncover some of the deeper emotional, mental, and physical patterns that might be keeping you stuck where you are. And in this activation, we are going to really lay a path forward so that you have a strategy to get to where it is that you want to go. I integrate coaching, Ayurvedic medicine, and also creativity into this process so that you can really feel that you are 100% seen in your personal goals and also your personal challenges. So if this is something that you are interested in doing, the alignment activation is an $888 investment where we get really, really clear. And we have 2 sessions where we have deep conversations about where it is you've been and what it is that you want to do. Now, I know that perhaps this is a big investment for some. And so before you commit to the activation, I invite you to have a call with me. Perhaps you want to get a little bit more clarity or ask more questions. We can start your process today for free. All you have to go is go on my website, intrepidwellness.life, go to the main menu and go to contact. From here, you can book a vision strategy session or a vibrant vision quest, which is a quick conversation for us to get to know each other and see if our vibe is compatible. And from there, if you would like to book your alignment activation, you can, or perhaps there is something else that I can direct you towards. All right. So hopefully that gives you a sense of where we're going with the Vibrant Visionary Blueprint. Get in touch with me. I can't wait to hear what your story is and where you want to go. I believe that you have so much potential within you, and I am super excited to see what that is. I'll see you then.